Hi everyone, I'm Susan here for our next Tuesday Shelf Talk. Today I'll be talking about The Second Cure by Margaret Morgan. This book was reviewed as part of our Adult Summer Reading Challenge. This is a speculative fiction book which we hold in our Australiana collection. So a pandemic races through our world, changing people subtly but irrevocably. The first sign for Winnie is when she loses her faith. For Richard, it's a violent outburst he never could have anticipated. Scientist Charlotte Zinn is close to a cure when her partner becomes infected. Overnight, her understanding of the disease is turned upside down. And reporter Bridget Bayliss is determined to uncover the dark truth behind Pastor Jack Effenberg's rapid rise to power without getting caught in the murky underbelly of a church strengthened by the outbreak. Our reviewer said, "I'm definitely one to pick up a book based on its cover. But what made me keep this book in my hand instead of putting it back on the shelf was the interesting parallels to current events. Published in 2018, the story presents an Australia and globe battling an infection pandemic. The culprit here is a parasite, and it changes the chemistry of the brains of its human hosts. Some of the side effects include the merging of senses, so seeing music as colour, tasting sound, reduced viewing inhibitions, and loss of religious faith. This sets the scene for some interesting tensions between science and religion, liberal and conservative. It raises questions about the role of politics in public health and how far a country or state will go to protect themselves. I like that the two protagonists are female characters. Granted, the characters are not the most complex or deeply developed. I did like that the story moves quickly and doesn't get bogged down trying to explain everything. But perhaps some parts of this dystopia warranted more exploration. And some of the science parts are a little hard to follow, but Morgan does well to weave layman explanations into the dialogue. I think the real power of the story is that it allows and maybe challenges the reader to reflect on the central themes and fill in some of the gaps with their own ideas about how Australian society would cope with a mind-altering virus. It is the kind of book that lingers as you process it. Definitely recommend as a good, easy reading narrative with a dose of thought-provoking exploration of Australian society. So you might like The Second Cure if you've also enjoyed books like Station 11 by Emily St John Mandel, Parasite by Mira Grant, or Darwin's Radio from Greg Bear. All right, so thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next week for another Tuesday Shelf Talk. Bye.